Yeah, hi, it's Dan here from the European Personal Training Institute. I'm just putting together this real quick video outlining our upcoming PT Business Supremacy course. When we set up the European Personal Training Institute, we really wanted to provide a complete system to teach our students not only how to become a personal trainer, but also how to set up and run a successful fitness training business. So usually when you enroll in a fitness certification, your coach will typically be a teacher with no real world business experience. So what really sets us apart from the large fitness course providers is that we run and continue to run our own successful fitness companies. So just before I go on, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm the co-owner and founder of EPTI with my brother Toby, and I'm a little bit more behind the scenes and deal with the online marketing. I also run a fitness company in Sydney, Australia called Dangerously Fit. We run outdoor fitness boot camps, personal training, body transformation programs, corporate fitness training, and this year we'll be also launching a new kids fitness boot camp program. So we're in the trenches doing this every day as well. So I got started off in the industry about 13 years ago, and like most new trainers, I got myself a job in a local gym. And yeah, things were going okay for the first few years, but I soon started to realise that I'd hit my salary cap, and the only way that I could earn more money was to work more hours, and the more hours that I worked, the quicker I'd burn out. So I really started to look online for ways that I could earn more money as a fitness professional, and I came across a trainer in the US called Chris McCombs, and Chris used to run, this is probably about 8 or 9 years ago, but Chris used to run a personal training company in Southern California called SoCal Workouts, and he was making about 350 grand a year and only working a few hours a day. And at this point in my career, I was probably only making about 50 grand a year, and I was really busting my ass training clients all day, every day. And so when I heard a Chris making 7 times what I was earning, and really he was only working part-time, that was a massive paradigm shift for me. And at that time I didn't actually think it was possible to earn that amount of money as a personal trainer. So after following Chris's marketing blog for a while, and I decided to take the lunge and dropped 10k into his mentoring program, and he became my business mentor for the next year. And with the help of Chris and some other online marketing material that I was learning, I was able to take my bootcamp business from 1 location to 12 in under 18 months. And our gross revenue went from 50 grand a year to 500 a year. So I'm not telling you this to boast, but really it's just to let you know that the information that you're getting is from people that have done this and are continuing to do this and do run fitness companies successfully. And it's also to increase your awareness and hopefully change your paradigm to what really is achievable in the fitness industry. So I'm just going to run through what's going to be included in the upcoming PT Business Supremacy course. This information has come from years of trial and error and hundreds of thousands of dollars of coaching and mentoring. So I can really confidently say that this information isn't being taught anywhere else in the fitness industry. And so during the course we're going to be going through the A to Z of everything you need to get set up online and how you can successfully market yourself on the internet. So we're going to go from the very first beginning of how to buy a domain, and how you choose your domain name, and there's things to look out for there, how to set up hosting, how to upload themes into your website, which plugins you should use and why. And then we're going to look at your sort of market a little bit more. So who you're targeting, what's your services, and we're going to create an avatar, so your perfect ideal client. Then we're going to look at how you can create a USP in your hook. And once we know who your market is, then we're really going to be writing your sales copy, your video sales copy, a formula how to get your video sales copy converting, and then how we market ourselves on Facebook, running Facebook ads and retargeting pixels, YouTube, how to set up YouTube videos, uploading onto YouTube, and how you can actually rank your YouTube videos in Google and in YouTube. So that's a really good way of getting traffic as well. So, and another big thing is how to market yourself on Google. So with my fitness company here in Australia, and with EPTI as well. We do a lot of SEO type work, so it's just not SEO, but it's also the listing. So if you just sort of go to Google quickly, and if you're looking at Google rankings, always just make sure you've got your incognito mode there and you are not logged in, otherwise you'll get personalised results. So I live in Sydney, so my main keyword term is personal trainer Sydney. So Sydney's a city of around about 4.5 million, I think. So it's quite a competitive term, and as you can see, we're ranking in the maps. We've actually got 2 out of the 3 listings in the map. So this is an old personal trainer directory that I used to run and I still keep. So when you're ranking in Google, there's 3 places that you want to be showing up. Number 1 is in the ads, so that's at the top or down the side. Number 2 is in the maps, and number 3 is organic. So we're actually ranking number 2 for organic, so we're often trading spots with the directory there. And then also you want to be ranking for variations of your keyword as well. So personal trainer Sydney, personal trainers Sydney. So again, number 1 and 3 in the maps, and number 1 or organic. I don't actually bid for the ads. Reason being, Sydney's a very big city, and I don't want people over the other side of the city bidding on or searching for terms that I'm paying for that I'm not going to monetize. So with most of the ads that I actually buy, it's much more local into the areas that I'm in. And personal training Sydney is another variation of the main keyword, and again, number 1 and number 3 in organic in maps, and number 1 in organic. So this is sort of stuff that we're doing in our own fitness company, and this is stuff that we're making money with every day. So I'm based here in Bondi, and I'll just show you the AdWords. So here we are. So I'll bid on local terms, and that's our AdWords. And again, we're number 1 and 2 in the maps, and we're number 1 in organic. And then the next suburb down from me is Coogee. We've got about a dozen locations in Sydney, so we want to rank for all of those keywords. Again, number 1 in the ads. This is number 3 in the maps. So and number 1 in organic again. So I've got quite a few different websites, you'll notice, and really they're just lead gen sites. So basically the reason I do that is if one website drops out of the top sort of spots in Google, this is just for a body transformation program I'm running. So if one of the top spots drop out of Google, then I've got another site that I can sort of push back up the rankings. So I'm always at the top there. And this is that site there. It's number 4, number 1, number 3 in the maps, number 1 on the ad. So you want to be everywhere all the time. And we're also going to be showing you how to use a piece of software that will auto-generate thousands of pages for you. So really you want to be putting a big net over Google, so you're ranking for all of your suburbs and all your services. So if you go to a service like Yelp, which is like an online directory, they've got literally millions of pages, and the way they do that is basically a piece of software that just auto-generates pages. And I want to teach you how you can do the same thing but for your local website, and this is massively powerful because you can literally rank for thousands of suburbs or thousands of towns in your local area for dozens of different services, and you can put a complete blanket over Google, and it's actually quite easy to do. You can do it in under maybe an hour or 2. So you can just go through here and you can see there's actually 6,000 pages that's been generated for this lead gen site. And I just use this as a site just to get some traffic into to build my list. You can see the home page there. Just really to build the list through the email marketing and just to get extra traffic. That's my website there. And if you go through the search results, you can see this website ranks really well for hundreds, probably thousands of keywords, and brings in a lot of traffic. So Hyde Park is one of my locations in Sydney. There again, we're up in the AdWords, where they are in the maps, and this site actually ranks number 1 for that keyword term, and it just ranks for dozens and dozens of different variations, all sorts of stuff. So literally you go through and just pick these, and you don't have to do a lot of work. This is done in a couple of hours, and you're going to rank for thousands of different keywords, and you can just go through all sorts here. Not too sure where Leppington is. Somewhere in Sydney, I think. Number 3. There's actually going to be more work that you can handle with this plugin, and it's extremely powerful. Bootcamp Menai, this is another suburb just south of where I'm at. Ranking number 1 for Google that. We've also got the maps listing up there as well. Bootcamp Vaucluse. Number 1, number 3, again number 1, and that listing I just showed you there, it's number 5 for that site. So it's just, you can just do this over and over again, and there'll just be rankings everywhere, and this just brings a huge amount of traffic into your site. Again, number 1 for that keyword. So we're going to be touching, well, we're going to put a complete course on how you can do that as well for your business. So we're going to, underneath this video, there'll be a complete a list of all the modules that we're going to go through, and each week we're going to make a new video. And if you've got any questions, just post them in the comment section below, and I'll do a follow-up video in probably about a week's time. So all this content will be available to all of our PT Business Supremacy students, and I'll have a chat with my brother as well, and we might make it affordable as an upgrade to people that are not currently on that course, but I'm not too sure. I'll have a chat with my brother and see if we can work something out. So yeah, until next week, I'll talk to you soon.